Hey, it's Chef Todd Moore, and I'm back again trying to solve all your dinner frustrations, trying to figure out what's for dinner each night. Well, I asked for your biggest cooking challenges, and tonight I'm going to give you another quick and easy dinner idea that you can do in one pan on your stovetop. Tonight, it's my version of a very quick Cajun etouffee. Here's what you'll need. If you're a fan of Cajun food from the southern U.S. like me, you'll love how quick and easy my sausage etouffee sauté is to make. It uses only one pan but two cooking methods for you to create your own dishes. We'll start out with any sauté method, a little bit of water in the pan until it evaporates so we know that the pan is hot. I then add bacon fat. I really like the great flavor that it provides. I mean, you can use any kind of fat, including oils or butter in your creation, but I really like the flavor of the bacon fat. Pick up the pan, swirl it around, make sure that it covers the entire bottom of the pan. And it's time to start combining flavors on top of each other. Sliced onions are a great start, sauteed in the bacon fat, but you don't have to use onions. You can use sliced peppers or celery, really anything that you want, but I'm going to use the high heat and the flavor of the bacon fat to saute these onions until they're nice and caramelized, brown. They start to sweat a little bit. I see moisture come out of it. Now, if you're used to adding seasonings at the end of your cooking, this is going to surprise you because I want the flavor of my seasonings to permeate the entire dish. Now, I've chosen to add them very early in the process because incorporating thyme, cayenne pepper, coriander, and white pepper right into the onion saute gives me a way to have the flavors become part of the pan sauce and not just laying on top of the meal. Most of French culinary, you add the seasonings and spices at the end, but here with Cajun cooking, we want to add this directly to the saute so that all these flavors combine, and when I eventually do come along with a cold liquid, that'll all permeate through the entire sauce. Plus here, I get to toast these spices a little bit, and this etouffee is supposed to be a very toasty, spicy kind of thing, so toasting the spices under direct dry heat is going to help the flavor profile I'm looking for. But by this time I got a lot of heat and some caramelized bits in the bottom of the pan, so a cold liquid is needed to drop the temperature of the pan and begin to cook the onions in a moist fashion. And I want to use beef broth for this step, but you can use wine, you can even use liquors, you can use any kind of cold liquid to deglaze the pan. Now, there are at least 3 ways to thicken a sauce, all of which are covered in my DVD series, Burn Your Recipes, and in webcookingclasses.com, but this simple dinner recipe uses a trick that I've never even taught before. And the chef secret I'm exposing today is this: red pepper hummus. Now, you can thicken a sauce by reduction or by adding a thickening agent or something that's thicker than the liquid, and that's what we're doing in this instance. Red pepper hummus is going to give me that red pepper flavor profile that I want that goes with etouffee, but because it's thicker than the liquid and it dissolves so easily, I'm going to use this as a very quick and easy thickening agent. And look at that pan sauce. Once the pan sauce is created, now I can start adding the rest of the ingredients to cook under a moist, convective heat. So the sausage goes in the pan because it's cold. Certainly sausage pre-cooked, but it's cold, so it goes in the pan first. Now I can add any ingredients that I desire. You can make up your own etouffee saute if you want, but I'm going to put black-eyed peas in it because I think that goes really well visually, and I like the protein aspects of the beans. Some broccoli will help me with my veggie requirement in this one-pan dinner. And let's add some diced chopped tomatoes as well. That'll help with our flavor profile. But we want a deep, kind of muddy flavor profile for etouffee, so I'm going to look through the pantry and come out with Worcestershire sauce. The Worcestershire sauce goes very well as a pantry item for etouffee. Now I want to take advantage of convective heat, of moist convective heat that's created when, when I put the lid on top of the pan. So after all these items, the black-eyed peas, the broccoli, the diced tomatoes, some Worcestershire sauce, the lid goes on the pan, and I go from a dry, direct source cooking to a moist cooking method with the lid on top of the pan. Now, I totally made this up. You know, I'm not talking about the cooking procedures. I didn't make them up. They're standard and basic. I created a simple dinner recipe. It's my own version of a Cajun etouffee. And you can make up your own dinners as well with the skills that I've shown you here. This is a very quick, very easy one-dish dinner that you can see gives me the sausage, the vegetables, the beans, the proteins. If you want to make this with rice, make it with rice. Make it any way that you would like. But our finished product, my Cajun etouffee saute, is a quick, simple dinner you can do yourself. It's that simple. It's using the basic cooking methods and the ingredients that you have on hand to create quick, easy, delicious meals every night.